G'day guys, Mick here. So this week's video is going to be a bit of a first impressions video. You see, during the heavy rains that we've had throughout July in 2022, I've managed to get a fair bit of water in the back of the Pajero, and it started getting a bit smelly and mouldy and that. And look, to be honest, I've flooded it a couple of times too. I've had my thongs floating in the seat well. So I've been fortunate enough to go out and pick up one of the Bissell Spot Cleaners. Now, these are not a full-blown carpet cleaner. They're supposed to be a spot cleaner, but they're meant to be ideal for doing your boats, cars, caravans, things like that. Lounge suites and all that sort of stuff. So I've picked this up. I'm going to give it a test run today on the Paj and see how we go cleaning up some of these carpets. And I'm going to bring you guys along so you can actually see firsthand how it goes. Now, the first thing I am going to do, which has been suggested, I've picked up one of these brush kits that go into your cordless drill. Apparently you spray your seats and stuff like that with the cleaning agent, such as that one, and you give it a bit of a scrub, and then after giving it a bit of a scrub, run the Bissell over the top. These effectively help to get into the deeper, more ingrained dirt and crap that'll be in the carpets and the seats. So fingers crossed, I'll give these a run. Hopefully they can lift a heap of shit. Hopefully this will do really well and clean all the crap out. Now, I will say this is not the one that you buy from Super Cheap Auto. I purchased this one from Godfreys. It was $50 cheaper than the Super Cheap Auto one, and they threw another bottle of cleaner in with it. They do come with a small bottle though. That's the formula I'm using today. So yeah, again, it was $50 cheaper. Godfreys do claim that they're basically the same thing, but apparently these have a slightly larger water reservoir at 1.4 litres rather than, I think, the super cheap ones are either 1 or 1.2. Alrighty guys, let's get into the car, let's get these seat covers and everything off and let's get started on it. Now, I do normally run seat covers on the Pajero, but as you can see they are still quite dirty. She's a 20-year-old car, she's a bit rough, a bit worse for wear. The centre console cover there, as you can see too, is absolutely putrid. They get so filthy so quickly. So do the door trims normally, but I've just replaced these with beautiful black leather ones. Alrighty, so I'll get started on the front seat. So normally it says leave for 3 to 5 minutes, so I'm going to do that. I'll put a bit more spray on after that, and then I'll start giving it the scrub. Alright, so it's been about 3 minutes. So I've got the cordless, I've got the large brush on it, which they recommend for seats and carpets. So here we go, see what happens. I'll definitely say I don't like the way it's flicked up all the fluff and everything there. But I guess 20-year-old seats, the materials might be getting a little bit worn, and yeah, hopefully it's not going to cause too much of an issue. Now to give the bristle a go. Now, the reservoirs in these hold, again, 1.4 litres of water and chemical. Now these, from what I understand, a little pump sprayer, probably needs to be primed. And you give it a bit of a scrub and it will suck up the moisture and stuff as well. So let's give it a shot and see how we go. There we go. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. As I bring that back down, there's not a lot of moisture sitting in that spot. But look at the colour of the water just coming straight up out of that, if you can see that there. That just looks like chocolate milk coming out of there. Really does. So, as it sits at the moment, I don't specifically know how much better it's made the seats look, because it leaves the seats quite wet. So definitely going to have to leave the doors open for a little bit to dry the seats out. So, not something you want to do if you're in a bit of a hurry or if it's a bit of a miserable day. But, look, you could see clearly coming up through the nozzle that there's a heap of crap coming up. It looked a lot like chocolate milk when I was doing that. So, yeah, it's not showing any dirty water in the reservoir though, which is a little bit strange. But I guess I'll have a bit of a better look at that in a minute and see what I can work out. I'm just waiting for the lid of the center console to dry out, and then I'll give that a try, because that's one spot that gets really filthy, because I always rest my arm on it. So we'll see how that comes up. Okay, now for the center console lid, see how that comes up. If you didn't notice before, that has dirty marks here and here all the time, and that's from simply having your arm resting on there. Alrighty, now get the Bissell on and see what happens. Give it a quick spray. Spin this around this way so you can see the crap coming up in the nozzle. Wow. Well, I'll definitely say you can see a huge difference in that. There's still a bit of crap there, but 20 years of somebody's arm sitting there. Same on this side. There's still a bit of crap on them, but god damn, that's made a huge difference already. I might give that another run over shortly. I might actually hit it again with the drill, and then give it another run with the Bissell, see what happens there. Oh yeah, that's come up heaps better. So much cleaner. I'll get back over that side shortly and do this section here. Do it down the side of the seat. One thing I'm noticing when you're using the drill to stir it up, it throws crap everywhere. So yeah, but that is just so much cleaner. It looks almost new again. Really impressed with that part. Hopefully the seats have come up just as good. I've got, as you can see, I've taken the cover off this side, so I might give that a go in a minute. And with that, I might jump on that side and back onto the driver's side and do the carpet, because that's going to be a putrid one for sure. Alrighty, I'm going to leave it at that for tonight. It's sun's on its way down, so I'm not going to get a chance to get any of it dry. So I'm going to leave it at that. I've done the driver's side carpet, I've done the front seat. I've actually done the front seat twice now, driver's side. And I've done the lid for the center console. Center console looks so much bloody better. And to be honest, the second time around, the seat's looking pretty darn good too. I'll give you a quick look now at the dirty water tank. Now, the dirty water tank's on the right hand side of the container, and it doesn't pick up an awful lot, but if you can see that, it is real chocolatey in there. So it hasn't done too badly. I'm pretty happy with it so far, but again, you know, we've got a nice clear day tomorrow. The sun's starting to set now, so I'm going to pack it up for tonight. I'll leave this stuff here, and then I'll come back to it in the morning. I'll probably have to replace the water though, because they say to use warm water, not boiled, just warm. So, alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, welcome back. Well, it's the following morning. Everything's had a chance to dry off and everything now, and I have to say it looks considerably better than what it did. I won't say it looks 100% perfect. Might need a second run over, because, well, 20 years of fart juice and dirt and everything else that's gone into these seats and carpet and everything. But carpet in particular, and the center console looks heaps better, so I'll give you a look. So that's the carpet I've done. It does come up a heck of a lot better than what it did. The seats here, I really don't like how it's made all this fluffy. It's sort of ripped it up. But again, 20-year-old seats with over 300,000 or almost 300,000 Ks on the clock. And then the centre console. So that was basically black all through here where the arm always sits. Again, it is still a bit dirty, could probably go another run over, but looks a heck of a lot better than what it did, that's for sure. And you can see the seats here, in particular here, look to be a bit darker than what I think they should. I think that's just that it's brought the crap to the surface. So again, I definitely think it needs another run over when you compare the uncleaned passenger side seat. So I'm not disappointed. Maybe not quite as good as I was hoping, but I'm not disappointed. Second run over and give it a deep thorough clean, and I think it'd come up really good. I'm going to do the rest of the car now. I'm not going to film all of that because really, who wants to sit through it all? But I'll give you a look when it's all done. And then I can have a talk about where some of the stains were and things like that as well, and sort of show you what it's lifted once it's all finished. Alright, see you soon, guys. Alrighty, so that's it. Everything's been done, all the carpets, front and back, and in the back end. I've even done the drawer system, the shelf in there. Just waiting for a couple of things to dry off. I've even done the floor mats, and they look like they come out really good. So, yeah, I'll give you a quick look through. I'll do a quick film around again once everything's dry to show you how it really looks. But, yeah, I'll give you a quick run through now and show you what we've got. Now again, I don't like how it's brought the fluffy crap up here on the driver's seat, and the back end's still wet. This section here is still wet, and I think I may have to go over this again, because to be honest, that still feels crappy. And there's actually shared a video on Instagram of going over that a second time, and it was still bringing up a heap of crap. So, and here we are with the front passenger seat. So as I said, it's still wet at the moment, so I'll give you another look back through once it's dry. One thing I will say though is if you're going to do this, make sure you're ready to wipe down your trim. In particular the centre console, the trim around the bottom of your doors, things like that, because as you're running the drill and brushing everything and scrubbing everything up, it throws shit everywhere. So just be warned that you will need to give the interior a clean after doing all this. Okay, so my final thoughts. $250 for the Bissell carpet cleaner, carpet shampooer from Godfreys. Do I think it's worth the money? What do I think of it? Well, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's definitely cleaned the seats. The car smells a lot fresher. A lot of stains have come right out, especially the one on the centre console there, and some of the grease stains in that were in the back from before I put the drawer system in that in. That's all come out really well. The floor mats have come up great. Seats have come up a lot better too. So, do I think it's worth $250? Yeah, to be honest, I'd say it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And it's something I think a lot of us as four-wheel drivers and that probably should invest in, because we go out, even if we're not going through mud holes and that, we go out into the bush and that, we get dirty feet, climb back into the car, we go to the beach, things like that. And this seems to get crap up pretty well. Even if you're a tradie, you know, you're throwing shit in the back of the car all the time, and I think that might be partly what my Paj was used for before I got it. You're throwing shit in the back all the time, grease and oil and dirt and dust and crap, and even simply just touring dirt roads. You know, your car gets full of shit. Yeah, something that's probably not a bad investment for pretty much all four-wheel drivers, I think. Alright, that's my final thoughts, guys. Take care, peace, and as always, I'll see you on the tracks.